All right, welcome back, guys. I have another person I'd like to, show off and talk about today. This guy's name is Iamsebastianbetancur, if I'm saying that correctly. He's a gym influencer, and I'd like to talk about him because he disappeared recently, or yeah, as of this year, I should say. Well, he mostly disappeared on Instagram. He used to post a lot on Instagram, and then one post, and then never saw him again. So then I decided to check out his TikTok. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's still posting on here. And then I checked out his content.
Ugh, babe, where the hell is my Popies?
Dude, your Popeyes is right in front of you. What the heck's your problem?
Sorry, babe, I'm not trying to take it on you. Just my ear's been itching me like all week.
All right, so you get the gist of it. I don't have to continue, but there's even more.
Excited.
Wait a second. Is this a new mirror, babe?
Yeah, babe, do you like it?
Oh my god, yeah, that looks...
It's a constant of him and his girlfriend just making ads. Now, I'm not going to hate the brother for the grind, but this just looks like you're in debt, boss. Why did you give up your entire influence career? I mean, this guy was he was in the bodybuilding, like, champion things. Like, this guy did a lot for his body and a lot for himself and for his name. And now it just seems like he's in debt and he owes so much money to the point where he's just making TikToks ad with his girlfriend selling stuff on the TikTok shop. And once again, absolutely no shade to this guy. I understand if you have to get on the grind. It's fine, but just how, as a person who had clients, who had this entire thing going for himself, how does this happen? Now, I have no clue. I can't even scroll on this guy's account because he posts like 4 ads or 5 ads a day about the same product. And it honestly just seems like this guy is in debt. I truly do, feel bad, though, because, I was a fan of this guy, and this guy did help my life as a, person who's in the gym and all that such, and he's also a coach, and he had clients, and he got a lot of people skinny, helped them with their diets and all that stuff, but I just, someone help this guy out with his debt. Mostly because it just gets to a point. Where and how did you get to this portion of your life? And it's not even like this guy is selling, real products. These items are off the TikTok shop. He's not even promoting them on Instagram. It doesn't say hashtags sponsored by this big company. No, these are items that he's getting off the TikTok shop, which just makes it even more, untrustworthy, even more, scary, as if there's something, deeper going on that, really just peeks into the concern. I honestly do hope this guy is okay, though, for the most part. Now, obviously, this is a common just, sellout. Someone not doing, any bit of what they were doing absolutely before, and just having their whole life as an advertisement. Yeah, once again, my theory is that either he just owes a lot of money, or this guy completely gave up on his dignity in his life, and he decided to actually just be a sellout for TikTok shop items. But I honestly don't believe that, because the first time this guy was even starting, he was a comedian. He was just making jokes on TikTok back in 2020. So it's it kind of just gives that you went to the sellout side. Not even that you owe money, but more you just, New Year started and you just didn't want to do any of that stuff. But at the same time, why would someone give up that career? You know what I'm saying? If you need money, why would you give up your clients? Why would you give up your influence chance, especially if you have an Instagram account with over 100K? But it's when there's a portion on the TikTok part where the ads are not even him. They're AI videos with a generated voice in the background. This is actually when I first seen his account. When I first seen that, I literally thought he sold his account out. I thought he just sold it to a random person. So it all honestly just points to that this gym influencer might have just turned to a big sellout. Which is probably why he doesn't post on his main Instagram anymore, due to just straight embarrassment. I don't really understand otherwise else someone would give up their whole, just what they could provide. I mean, this guy placed second in the bodybuilding thing that he was attending. So it's he definitely had the potential. He definitely had the body to do what he was doing. And he was never wrong about what he was doing. So if it was money and if you needed more money, I personally would just try to get more clients, try to, be more in my influence life and my influence career, instead of just getting ads, getting these departments on TikTok shop to help me pay the bill. That's why it just seems like he gave up completely, entirely on what he could have provided, and just turn to a big, huge sellout, which is just, another person getting money hungry. This is just, for one, disappointing as a fan, but also just disappointing as a human being to another human being. It reminds me of when Snoop Dogg said something, if someone were to perform at Trump's thing and then ended up performing at Trump's thing, contradicting his entire statement, goes against, morals and just who you are, and it just sucks seeing someone sell out. It's never a good thing to see somebody sell out. Especially because selling out is, it's not an uncommon thing, like a lot of people do it, and it's just for money. People will destroy their art, destroy whatever it can provide to the world just for extra money, and it's just sad. Or just extra publicity, whatever it is that they're trying to gain. OF is a quite great example. It never turns out well when you do sell out yourself. So if I've learned anything from this guy, I will stay true to myself. I will continue to believe in myself, work out, take care of my diet. I've taken care of my diet much more as I've gotten older too. But I also will never sell myself out. I will continue to be my authentic self and not give away my entire career for posting ads on a platform. That sounds very low, and I really do feel bad for this guy, but I hope at least life is treating him well in the end.